and find out later. Well, welcome all of you in person and online, and those joining us later and watching. Thank you for coming and participating, or at least being interested enough to watch the video later. We have a lot going on at our office right now, particularly with enrollments and getting ILPs done and, families meeting. We've still got tons of curriculum in this room that we would love to be able to send home with people and have it cut down on your costs for purchasing curriculum. So we really hope that people will take advantage of that. Come on in. Sarah's been doing an awesome job of posting pictures of different ones of the curriculum subjects in our Facebook group to say, hey, check out some of the things that we have here. Stop on in. We will leave it set up until the week prior to our open house, and then we will put it all back on our normal curriculum shelves, because at that point we need this room for the open house stuff and having more room for our activities and that kind of thing. So we'll still have it available, but it'll be condensed down onto the shelves where it's not laid out quite as well. And all the piles and piles of books that are out here, probably at that point we will take some boxes to Friends of the Library or something, because if it's not moving here, then we want to make sure it's, making its way to good homes elsewhere. So please stop by, check it out, come on in for your ILP meetings, and all of that, so that way you can find out what's going on and, get involved and see what kind of freebies we've got. Lots of people have told me like, wow, this is gonna cut out, a couple $100 of stuff that I would normally be having to do. So pretty cool to be able to have that available to minimize costs. Do you want to say any sort of a welcome, hello, anything in your new position?
Oh, sure.
Sorry to put you on the spot, all of a sudden. And go.
Yeah. I'm Rachel Gallenbush, and I'm very excited to be a family liaison in the Juneau office. So excited for upcoming activities and getting to know, meeting some of the other families, and yeah, getting ready to kick off the year, which is fast approaching.
Yeah. And we're gonna hopefully get a little blurb or something to be able to put you in the Friday newsletter too,
Can do.
To tell people about and get a picture and stuff so I can put it in the things. So, hooray, very cool, very excited for that. We've been doing all the backside of things for it, and so now she'll be able to be officially with us and all that good stuff. Let me share my screen, and then everybody there can see our agenda also. All right, there we go. For enrollment and promoting Raven, I don't know how much I am or am not allowed to say at this very present moment. We didn't get a whole lot of direction this morning like we were hoping we would, but keep an eye on your email because an important announcement is going to be coming out from Kim, our director. There have already been some things toggled and changed on our website, so if somebody clicks on the button to enroll right now, it'll give them a little message saying enrollment's not open at this very moment, contact the office, and it's because there are changes happening, which a lot of people will be very happy about. It's just causing some interesting changes and things. So, you think I can say?
Yeah.
I mean, she said the email was going to come out today. She just hasn't gotten it sent out yet. So she said she'd let us know when it actually does. But we're going back to Brightways.
Oh.
Yes. So, Brandon, you've not been with us to know what Brightways is like, but families who have been with us for a long time, we've been using Brightways for probably almost 20 years. And so families that have used Brightways forever and ever and are now, trying to use Synergy have also given us a lot of feedback on the transition and how it's not been working as well as they were hoping, and things are really challenging, and the navigation and the enrollment and ILP stuff still hasn't been set up in a way where that could be done, and it didn't sound like families were necessarily ever going to be able to even build their own ILPs, where they're used to usually being able to go and do that. So after a lot of, we've been working on this transition for 2 years from Brightways to Synergy. I'm sure hundreds of thousands of hours have gone into like getting everything ready and doing it. The much higher ups decided, based on all the feedback from staff and parents, that we're gonna go back to Brightways. And Brightways is trying to do some things for us that were a few of our, concerns or reasons we were trying to move to a new system. They're trying to accommodate and make some changes and do some updates and things for us, which is awesome. So those of you who've never experienced Brightways, just know it will be easier than Synergy was. There are some things that you can't see in Brightways with the way that the parent view in Synergy was. You were going to be able to have access to certain things, but they're trying to make that possible in Brightways too. So they haven't even unlocked Brightways for us as staff yet to be able to get in there to now start doing stuff there. So we're in a little bit of limbo, but they're going to be sending a message out to all the parents saying, guess what, we heard you. We're going to go back to Brightways because it is much more homeschool focused and centered and all of that. So then enrollment will open back up in Brightways, and everything that was already done in Synergy will be having to move back over to Brightways and stuff. So we were hoping for a little more direction on that this morning during our staff meeting. They gave us preliminary stuff, but said more is on its way. So don't worry, we'll do as much of the work ourselves as we can. So you will basically just need to log into Brightways, sign your ILPs, all the work that has been done. You don't need to redo anything like that. But everybody who was already activated and allotment set up and all of that, no stress, don't worry. We'll make this transition as smooth as we can. But hopefully it will be easier and better for everybody in the long run, even though we feel like a little bit like ping pong balls at the moment. Yeah. So that's a little bit of the craziness that we've had this week. She announced it on Monday morning, and so now, and saying on Wednesday we'd find out more. So for 3 days we're kind of like, so how do we do our jobs? What are we supposed to be doing? But they're working behind the scenes tirelessly to get everything ready for us so we can swap back again. So hopefully moving forward that'll all be good, but please don't let that deter you from loving Raven. We are trying to make sure that everything is set up and good and the best for families. And so know that your voice was heard, all those people who were, giving feedback and everything. So it is worth it to communicate and tell us how your thing, what your thoughts are. When there's surveys that go out about things, it's worth it to put in, your feedback. So that is nice to know that they do hear and, respond. So was not an easy choice or decision on their part because of everything that has gone into it and just that, whole process. But they've decided, so now keep your eye out for the official email and the notification that you've got access to get back into Brightways and do stuff there. And we will be keeping you apprised as well with that as we learn more of what we need to be doing too. Upcoming activities, the fun stuff. Keep watching those newsletters for information, signups, and things. Our trail hikes with Joan and Liz have been really sparsely attended this summer. So they would love to have more people coming and hiking with them. Joan only had one family the last 2 weeks, I think. You're doing next week, right?
Yeah.
Out at
Akrek.
Beautiful place. Who knows what the weather will be like, but hopefully at least the trees will protect, right? Yeah. So
The weather is looking good for the next few
Next
days.
week is supposed to be 70.
Wow. Nice. So everybody should come walk out at Akrek with Liz when she's doing her hike on Tuesday. We also have some really exciting new monthly activities that are going to be starting up in September. Rachel and I sat down last week and planned out some things. You want to tell us a little bit about your plans?
Yeah. So I've thought about, so we have book club, a kids book club, gearing up in September. I've just about, I think, got the book list finalized, and I've been working on a flyer for each of these to print and
Beautiful.
put an email. They're like 99% ready.
Yeah,
I'll
no
send them
worries.
to you to
Yeah.
check. But a book club I'm really excited about, monthly book club, country club where we're gonna travel the world, And
cool.
so kids and
Geography.
families can research as much as or as little as they like about the country of that month and then come together and share food and share information gathered and do activities pertaining. So I want to talk to you about your trip to Africa.
Okay.
At some point, Africa.
Yeah, 'cause that's
Africa's
one of the places
on
she
the
wants to
list.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on the list. Again, that's also like 99% just need to finalize the country list or our itinerary.
And we wanna make little passports and things, so each month the kids come, they get their passport stamped for that location and where we're traveling to.
Yeah. So yeah, do food, do activities, do dance from the countries. So yeah, 99% finalized on that. And then art club kick off and hopefully get that as like a volunteer rotational situation. So have families take turns spearheading a project. And it doesn't have to be elaborate, but if there's some sort of art medium that you're comfortable with or really enjoy, I've heard you do some watercolor.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Thank
make
you.
the
We're
best.
rope
Forced
you
me to do
in.
it.
Yes,
I
Rope
wanna
you into
do-
art club.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like postcards from Africa.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so that'd be really fun to do the month that you're doing Africa, the art club do
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
then tie it all together.
It's Botswana.
Botswana,
where I
okay,
went.
Botswana.
Yeah.
I like penciled in Morocco because I just really didn't know. I was like,
Yeah,
Botswana.
Yeah,
Very cool. Okay, so that's hopefully not more than didn't bite off more than I can chew, but I'm so excited for these little extra things.
and we've got them slated right now to be Thursday afternoons. So
Yeah.
each one will be a different week of the month and kind of fairly consistent, other than 1 month we had to shift everything up 1 week. But,
Yeah, and then I think just honestly take
oh,
December
and we're
off.
skipping December.
All the
Yeah,
things in December.
because of all the Christmas everythings and holiday stuff and all that,
Yes.
skipping December.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got, so there'll be seven of each based on the schedule of starting in September and going through April
Yes,
will be the plan.
that's the plan.
And yeah, any kind of feedback or thoughts or whatever, Rachel can,
Yeah.
collaborate, and if anybody has an artistic skill that they would love to share, we were talking about origami or
Yep.
like other kinds of art too. It doesn't have to be just, like
Beading,
drawing, painting, beading.
photography,
Yeah.
stop motion videos.
Yeah, so
Ceramics.
we talked about maybe
Yeah,
bisque,
clay.
clay and stuff.
Oh yeah, even a bisque outing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So lots of fun options and opportunities there with those new monthly things that we're gonna start up. So that'll be really fun. And our plan is to announce other regularly occurring activities at our open house in August. And have everything kind of resume or start up in September for kicking off all those things. So we need to still talk with the teachers about Battle of the Books for picking, deciding who's gonna be doing what and when for Battle of the Books. We need to still talk about scheduling for chess club and Pokemon club and board game club. Those were big hits last
Yeah.
year. So figuring out where we can stick those on the schedule so that they can still continue and kind of who's gonna head it up. We've got a few others. I know Brandon had asked about Dungeons and Dragons Club last time, and I have it on our list so we can still keep it on there and talk about it. We need to find somebody who knows something about it. So any
My husband,
Aha.
Your husband.
he runs a game.
Oh, really?
I'll ask.
Oh, that would be fun.
Convenient.
Good, because I keep throwing it on there, but I honestly have no idea how to play. My daughter's super into it though.
You're Coast Guard, right?
Yeah,
Are you on the Teams page that Ron ran?
I actually am, but I'm not very active on there. But I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna add myself.
My husband's Coast Guard also, Brandon. My husband's Jeff Plotz. He's the special command aide for the Admiral here. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah. So we run several games and have gotten really into it since moving to Juneau. And he's a DM. So I'll ask if he
Oh.
wants it. He does a couple of student games. So or
Oh,
kid
that's
games, so
perfect.
That would be so
he could
fun.
do probably some one shots and stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh,
I'll
that'd be
ask
really
him,
cool.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neato. Yeah, because
Maybe he could do like once a month or something. So
something like that. That would be cool. Really cool.
Okay.
We've been asked for it in the past too, but so
Okay.
far leading up to now, I know nothing about it. And we hadn't had anybody say anything about knowing anything or how to get it going or anything. So if he would be interested or willing,
I mean,
the kids would love that.
oh,
Yes.
He's not
Yeah.
here to defend.
I know.
himself.
I have a tendency up for things too, so I totally get it.
He's really good at it. So
Yeah.
and anyway.
And if he
see.
doesn't wanna do a every month thing, you know, if
Yeah.
it's just a couple of times here or there, you
I'll
know,
see
some
his
special
commitment
events.
is
Yes.
What he would like to do.
Yeah, once a quarter or something, I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Or just come see what it's like if you've never even played it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do one to see what the interest level would be and that kind of stuff. So we've had people ask about it, but we've never actually done it to know how many people would come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Who is a secret Dungeons and Dragons person? I don't know.
we play like right now we play like 3 times a week.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a lot, but yeah,
That
it's a
seems
lot.
pretty intense because
It's
there's
a
a lot of
lot.
storytelling and stuff that goes along with that,
so
right?
much. Yes, it's a lot. I don't know. I was like, I don't know my commitment level to this, but anyway.
Right.
Yes,
Oh, that's
and
funny.
we just keep getting drug it. So that's why I was like, what's another one at
Yeah.
this point? He's like, he writes for Wizards of the South Coast right now too. He's like gotten really into it. Yeah. So anyway, I'll
DM,
see.
you said DM is that
Dungeon Master,
Okay.
Wow.
game,
Okay.
GM, game something,
Game master.
I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm just along for the ride.
That's awesome. Sweet. All right. Yeah, so any other ideas about regularly reoccurring things, favorites that have happened in the past or new ideas to start, like Dungeons and Dragons? We've had a few different people ask for historical conquest,
So we got.
but again, that's been a tough one to get somebody who knows how it works to kind of head it up and to run it and things. They had been doing a historical conquest club every week or every other week over an idea, but then the people who were running it left town, moved, something like that. I don't know if they were Coast Guard or something. And so they haven't done it for the last 2 years or so. And I had reached out asking if they had it going anymore. And they said, no, but if you guys start it up, let us know and we'll send some people your way who would want to keep doing it. So,
Okay. What is that?
Historical Conquest is super cool. I can send you an email with the stuff from them. I'm on their distribution list, so I get it a lot. I only put it in the weekly newsletter every once in a while because I get emails from them a couple times a week, it seems like. But I'll send it to you because it's super cool. It's a game that is similar to, what have I heard it? I've heard it compared to another card game that kids play.
Settlers of Catan.
No. Another like card deck building game. Magic the Gathering. Yes, thank you. I've heard the kids compare it to Magic the Gathering, but it's all in historical context. So they're all historical characters and events and things like that. And so then you've got your decks that you build with people and places and happenings and all that kind of stuff. And you battle and you do these different things, and each of the cards has information about that person and what they did and what, you know, and they've got different powers and abilities. So like, you know, some of the like peacekeepers, they'll like stop a battle from happening. And so there's all these different things.
Cool.
And the guy who started it and created the whole thing was a homeschooling dad. And so he used to live here in Juneau and started things out here and like just did the whole design and all this stuff. And they're beautiful.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of the beginning things that I bought my husband when they first were starting out, and they've expanded and grown so much, and there's all kinds of expansions and all the stuff now.
Okay.
But it's a really cool program, and it's a way where the kids can play this game, but they're learning so much history along with it, and you know,
That's so
these people
cool.
and all that kind of stuff. So I'll send you that, and I'll put the stuff in this week's weekly newsletter too, from this week's stuff, because they do virtual tournaments regularly. I think every Friday they have virtual tournaments, like they go on all across the country. He's now no longer in Juneau. He's down south somewhere that their family moved, but he's still heading it up and doing all these things. And they've even got digital stuff now where there's some different like digital ways of playing the games and things too.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I'll send you the stuff, but
Yeah.
again, it's a thing where there's a lot of different dynamics and details, kind of like playing Pokemon, the actual game way of Pokemon. You know, there's like the different rules and you have to know how this thing works with that thing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's similar where it really is helpful to have somebody who understands and knows the gameplay and the logic and how everything works, so they can help run things smoothly.
Yeah.
One of our vendors here in town knows how to play and likes to play, but she teaches so many classes, writing classes and things, that she hasn't had the time in the past to do it. So I've kept telling her, if in the future, you know, you'd like to run a historical conquest club at Raven, we would love to have you. So
Okay.
I keep trying to, you know, put that out there to her, since she knows how to play and she's a teacher. So she would be great at it. But that's another one where if anybody out there who's watching knows how to play and would like to get one going here, it's really a cool setup and system. And they've got different deals, and they do this really fun thing where they have a create a card contest. So everybody can submit ideas for cards to be new ones, you know, that they don't already have in their collection. And so you pick a person, you write up like what their skills and abilities would be, put a little bit about them, that kind of stuff. And then whoever wins, their card gets like added into, you know, their stuff, and they get memorialized in various different ways, and they get free stuff and everything. It's really cool. The very first contest that came out, my husband submitted a couple of options, and his didn't get picked, but the same person that he submitted did, but from somebody else's submission. So he's like, oh, so close. So it's a really fun thing. So yeah, again, if anybody has other ideas about activities for starting, especially if you have a skill that you could share, you know, if everybody contributes a little bit, then nobody has to take on everything. So yeah, we'd love to have that. And then when we're, you know, doing stuff, we can schedule it based on what it works for the people who are leading things too. Like, okay, I can come and lead it here, so this is when we're doing it. Some of the other one-time things that we've had on our list that are still, you know, in the works, Segway and zipline stuff, that's for those older kids. I need to still get in touch with them and copy you on that. I've been meaning to for the whole last week.
Okay.
We've talked about bisque, and we're thinking maybe a little bit later in the year, like in November for Christmas gifts or something.
I think that'd make a lot of sense.
Yeah, some fun stuff there. I just saw something advertised about art class they were teaching at the Arboretum for kids. I don't know if anybody else saw that. Did you see that on
Yeah.
Facebook or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded really cool. And their post said that there were only like 2 spots left at that point. So I didn't end up forwarding it since when I saw it. But I thought that was interesting that was something that they were doing. So it makes me want to ask about that too. Like, what else, who led that? Or, could you do one of those for us or something? Like a little one-time thing or something, yeah. Same thing with Glacier Gardens. I haven't had a chance to reach out to them. These are all kind of some of those summer touristy kind of things that if we can get in, usually they'll get us in at the beginning or the ending of the season, or in between cruise ships and things. So still need to work on trying to do that. I haven't had a chance to look at the tide schedule at all. Have you?
I haven't either. I can look really
Especially if the weather is nice next week, maybe we could get a tide pooling thing.
Last week was really good.
Last week was good.
Yeah, we missed it,
Oh,
but it's okay.
I never know how much it changes when and that kind of stuff.
It's like
I have info
Oh.
about the Arboretum.
You what?
It's through the Arboretum, it's through Parks and Rec.
Oh,
And then actually registration opened today at noon.
oh,
And it's limited to 20, it's free on July 26th from 2 to 4.
oh, cool. Maybe what I read was
Yeah,
something
maybe it was
different then.
different.
Maybe it was a different one. You want to send that to me? Just
Sure.
send me the link
Yeah.
and I can include it in the weekly newsletter then too. Cause that'd be really fun. That'd be a cool thing to get kids to go out to, especially since it's free. Love free things. I did get in touch with the planetarium folks after our meeting last month. Shot them off an email and she responded back within like 5 minutes. It was crazy how fast it was because somebody sent me the contact information. Amy, was it you? I don't know who it was. I think Amy's on too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sent me her contact information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so as soon as you sent me that, I emailed her and she emailed me right back. It was impressive how quick it was. And so she said that they're totally open for scheduling field trips for us to the planetarium. She said we could do it as frequently as we want. We could do like at evening times if that would be better for families, for like whole families to be able to come versus just the kids. But she kind of said it's really open and available and everything, and just to correspond with her about what we would want and when and that kind of stuff, and we could set up something regular or whatever. So that was awesome that we were able to get, that started. So we might be able to look at doing some of those starting in, August or September or something, to do some stuff there with planetarium and some cool things. I didn't have a chance yet to reach out to the State Museum or look up who that was, but that would be another one-time field trippy kind of thing, maybe more in the fall when it's getting a little more yucky and stuff.
Holly, Addison Field is the curator, and I forget now who is their education person, because it's kind of been on and off, like they had somebody and then they didn't have somebody.
Right.
So, but Addison Field is the one who's in charge of the whole museum.
Okay.
And his
Super.
number should be right on their website, museums.alaska.gov.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, we can look that up then. Thanks.
So he'll direct you to
are
the
in
right
the know
person.
about all of who to contact for what.
Well, I used to work at the libraries, archives, and museums, so I know
Okay.
most of the people that are still there. And then the
Makes
planetarium
sense.
is just because we've gone many times, and Homebridge had a planetarium field trip a few years ago that I was like, oh, that's cool. They do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they're totally open to doing, as many as we want.
And JEDC
That is awesome.
just,
I did not know that.
JEDC what?
just did this planetarium like thing where
Was
they
it the mobile one?
they blew it's a big blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looked cool too.
Yeah.
We went to that. It was really cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was really cool.
I love it. I'd heard somebody say something about
bring it
birds.
here.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder.
it wouldn't fit in here.
You're right. Yeah, the other room.
Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine if we could get that for the open house?
Oh wow.
I wonder if that would be a possibility at all.
Someone from the planetarium and the person that runs the Lego camp,
Uh-huh.
they
JEDC stuff. Yeah.
they came and did the presentation together. It was great. It was awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, at the library. They were doing
Yeah.
that at the library this weekend. Yeah. Was that really crowded? We decided not to go because we realized, oh, they're doing like this limited time and there's probably going to be a lot of kids there. And so we
There
didn't want to
was-
drive out there and find
There
people
was
to
no
get
one.
in.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
there was no one. It was not crowded at all. We had the whole
Really?
thing to ourselves. Yeah,
Aw.
yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Now
Yeah,
I'm sad
and
we
they
didn't
did
go.
touch a truck in the thing at the same, I don't think it was called Touch a Truck, but at the same time, it was a cool event, but
Is that like where you hold onto the truck and when you let go, like the last person to let
Oh,
go
you can
wins
like
it?
go inside of some of those.
no,
That's
they're
a very
all-
popular
it was
event.
like all the trucks were there, like the fire
Oh.
trucks, and they had the
Oh.
helicopters and the police cars.
And you could sit in a
the
helicopter.
library?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was at
What?
the Thunder
The big-
Mountain
Yeah, parking lot.
Trucks and Stuff, I
Parks
think
and
is what
Rec.
it was called.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Parks and Rec hosted it
Wow. I didn't hear anything
They're
about
doing
that.
the passport,
Yeah.
they're doing the passport
to play.
Yeah.
to play thing, so, yeah,
Okay.
so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Good stuff. Neato. Well, we've got the open house scheduled for August 14th from 2 to 4. And at that day, we'll have snacks, we'll have all kinds of stuff set up, flyers, how to sign up for things, a photo booth for doing student ID cards, all sorts of stuff. That's like an event you don't want to miss. So mark your calendars for that. Rachel's got a fun idea for a activity there. Right?
Yes, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I was hoping to do like a Flora's Lava
Yeah.
course in the big
Oh.
room, just for funsies.
Yeah.
So
That would be
they're not
fun.
playing Flora Lava in my house.
Yeah.
Cause that's usually what's happening.
That's fun. Yeah, so we've got some fun ideas for game stuff and everything, and usually we'll have some sort of a theme, so I don't know if there's like I don't know what is the Flora's Lava considered? Like
It's like a game show.
a game show? Maybe we do like a game show theme or something for the whole thing.
I don't
I don't know.
You mentioned one thing and Holly's like, let's stick it.
Yeah. I know. It's like kids jumping off chairs and stuff. Like, no, it's a theme.
Holly's like, I got this.
We did Olympics last
Olympics.
year.
Well, it's
That
like-
was fun.
It's like offbeat Olympics.
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
it.
we've done carnival, we've done apples,
fun.
we've done underwater, we've done outer space,
Mm-hmm.
enchanted garden, forest kind of stuff. There's been a different theme all 13 years that I've been here. So there's been a
Wow.
lot of them. We've done something different every year. I don't think there's been any year that we've duplicated a past. Oh, we did Western one year.
Wow.
We did dinosaurs one year. Pirates. We had a pirate theme one.
Wow.
Every year we've done a different sort of a theme for our open house, and it's been so much fun. And then I designed like the little invite flyer and stuff around whatever the theme is. Oh, one year we did, when we came back from COVID, we did a puzzle theme with like putting the pieces back together, and we you know, things fit better when we're together and that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's
So that was a fun
sweet.
one. It was very simple, but it was like, hey, let's get back together, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, we could totally
Yeah.
work a fun theme in there with that.
Lava school.
Yeah, I was trying to
Something.
think of that reality show where you have to be in shape and do the
Oh,
obstacle
yeah,
course
All those
thing.
things.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can't
gosh,
remember
I
what
can't.
it's called.
Well, there's one that's called like Wipeout.
Yes.
But it's not.
Steve
I don't think it's.
loves-
I don't
Steve
think it's
likes
that one.
watching
Oh, like Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
American Ninja
Oh
Warrior.
yeah, that's a good
Yes.
one too. We watched several of those.
We could just rename it.
But
It's basically the
Raven
same
Ninja Warrior?
concept. Ninja Warrior slash just floor is lava. Don't,
Yeah.
Don't fall off.
We'll figure something out.
Okay.
If anybody has thoughts on it, let
The
us know.
theme is gravity.
We
define
Yes,
it.
define
Yeah,
gravity.
exactly.
Ooh, we could do some fun things with my 3D printing stuff too.
Oh my gosh.
Defying gravity?
There
And
we
like
go.
lava cakes and different things that are like food that defies gravity. Have you
Oh,
seen that
yeah.
kind of stuff?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry, I go a little too crazy on things. Anyway, any thoughts or questions or whatever is about activities before we move on? Thoughts, comments? Okay.
That's it.
We're always open to hearing ideas and things, so anybody who's watching this later and has thoughts, send them our way. Important dates, reminders, info, just a couple of things here. Remember that allotment doesn't get set up until all your enrollment paperwork's complete and the ILP meetings are done. So if you haven't scheduled your ILP meeting yet with your teacher, go ahead and get that done. I know with the whole Brightways to Synergy back to Brightways thing, it has created a little bit of chaos, but we're still making those plans and still moving forward with getting people activated as soon as we have everything in at least a semblance of place. So don't let that stop you. Meet with your people. I mentioned already browsing the free curriculum, coming on in to save money. Please stop by, take stuff. I'm going to be out of the office July 28th to August 1st. Not that it makes a huge difference, but just so you know, I will be out that week. Sarah and the teachers will be holding the fort in my absence. But just be aware that I will not be here at all that week. So,
Good
all of my-
afternoon. I'm family from out of town,
Hi, Jeannie.
and I was just wondering about the curriculum that's in the
Uh-huh.
office there. Is there a way to possibly see what there is and see if there's anything that would work for our family there being out of town?
We've had people who've told us they're looking for, certain things, and then if it's here, we can pull it off for you. So if we know of, what you're looking for, it'd be a little bit hard to like picture or video the entire collection of all of the stuff we have here. But if we know, what you're looking for,
Yeah.
or what you have on your ILP, that kind of stuff, then we can look,
Yeah.
related to that for sure.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
Hi, Jeannie,
Thank you.
it's Liz. I've been
Hi.
doing some shopping for families.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
so as you're working on your ILP with Liz, definitely, she can help with grabbing things and we can mail them over to you, no problem.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited to start the year and everything. I was a little nervous to talk. You guys were really talking, so I just jumped in. I was-
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that you had joined, so excellent. Glad you're here.
Okay, thank you.
We've also got a few updates that we received from our director, from Kim, about some of the different free things and not free things. So IXL and MobiMax were both free through Raven last year, and they're going to continue to be free through Raven this year. There's a grant that is still funding that. So those two options are great supplemental curriculum resources and such, and the teachers will be able to sign students up for using both of those. Again, no cost to that because of the grant that's covering it. Lexio was free last year, but the grant that was covering it has expired now. So if you want to use, either continue using or get set up to use Lexia, which is specifically reading, right, Liz?
Yes.
Lexia is specifically reading. The cost will be $50 a student. We'll charge your allotment directly for it, but it's a great reading resource for those students that are either struggling or even excelling, right? And need some extra, it kind of goes on both sides, right?
Yeah, there's a placement test so they could be placed.
Yeah.
Where they need to be.
Yeah, so if you're looking for some reading support, Lexi is great, but this year it will cost $50 a student for the whole year, like subscription to it. So again, the teachers are gonna have information and instructions on how to get that signed up if you're interested. Same thing with the fact that the grant ran out for that one. Accelerated Reader was also being covered by that reading grant that we had. So now Accelerated Reader won't be free, but if you want to be able to keep using it for the, for the reading practice and the getting the feedback from that, and we'll still have brag tags and prizes and stuff for the kids as they earn points. The cost is now going to be $20 a student, but that covers the whole school year. So as long as you're using it, that's $20 well spent, if it's helping and benefiting you. I think didn't have a ton of students that were using it where we were hoping it was going to get more use. So this way, rather than it being like, I don't know how many licenses or how many whatever they had before, this way it'll just be that $20 per student. So as soon as we know how to sign up for that, then we can send out the information and everything. They'd given us this information but didn't have all the instructions yet on how we sign people up. So I at least wanted to share this because we've been talking about it last month at our meeting. Brain Pop also came up last month at our PAC meeting, and the fact that it's not going to be available through the library anymore for free because of the library losing whatever federal funding grant stuff that was supporting that. So we're all being in similar situations of not having some of the funding support that we've had before for some of these free resources. However, Brain Prop can be signed up for individually. With us not having the grant funding and being short on some education funding and stuff, we wouldn't be able to have it be offered for free to families, but we can reimburse you from your allotment for it. So they have these family subscription options, and they have both Brain Pop Junior and regular Brain Pop, and they have like combos. So you can just get Brain Pop Junior, you could just get the older Brain Pop, or you can get both of them as a package. And so those annual subscriptions vary from $119 to $159. The $159 is both of them together, that combo package. And so you could sign up for that, and it gives your, family access for the year and everything, and then get reimbursed for the subscription. So I know that was something that we asked about last month at the PAC meeting. I asked if there was any way that Raven could fund it. She said no, but here's how parents can get signed up themselves and then get reimbursed. And I don't think we've received any information about Typing Pal yet. It wasn't included in the list of digital resources that Kim shared with us at our staff meeting. So I'm not sure about that one. As soon as I have more information about that, I'll be able to put that in here with this too. So great that we still have a few free resources. Sad that some of them are going to have a cost, but most of those costs are fairly minimal. So hopefully that will, still be possible for being able to encourage families to use some of those resources through us. Any questions on the important info stuff there in that little section? Okay. Yearbook updates. We received the 23-24 yearbooks in the mail. Sarah's already building the 24-25 yearbook from this last school year, and so those can now be purchased. Our goal is to get those finished in the next 2 weeks and have that all done up because we've been trying desperately to get caught up since we were like 3 years behind. So anybody who was with us last year that wants to purchase a yearbook, it's so cool how Tree Ring does it. They are an awesome company, and everybody who purchases gets 2 free pages that they get to customize themselves. So you get to make your yearbook whatever you want it to be with your own custom pages. And if you want additional pages where like maybe you want to give one page to each of your kids to put their stuff on, it's only 99 cents for every additional 2-page little insert. So it's a fun way where you can showcase your year, have all that kind of stuff, and all of that. So I sent out a flyer yesterday about it to the families that have been with us in 24-25. We've got a special feature spot for a high school graduation, for kindergarten graduation. So if you've got kids in those ranges, you know, we'd love to have you purchase one of those. We don't get any benefit from it ourselves, so don't feel like it's a fundraiser. It's just, you know, to be fun for families so you can see. And if you want to see past yearbooks that we've done, we've got examples of all the past ones on our counter here out front. So you can flip through it, see kids you know, all that fun stuff. We just love it. So
There's kindergarten
there's yes, you got a
Yeah.
kindergartner. We do a really cute kindergarten graduation.
graduation.
And we usually do it in here, and it's pretty close to our high school graduations, like either the next day or something usually. And so that way we bring all of our decorations that we use for high school graduation. We've got the balloons and other stuff we have it set up in here. We've got a little like tiny cap and gown for the kids. They get to decorate and make their own caps that they get to take home with them with little tassels and things. We have treats. We have them all line up in a little line with their hats on and stuff. And I play the graduation march, and we like march around the office, and then we call each of them up, and we've got a little certificate for them for completing their first year of school, and the parents get to give it to them and say congratulations and stuff. And so it's pretty simple, but it's really fun way to celebrate our, you know, our littlest ones.
So fun.
So
That's fun.
we enjoy kindergarten grad. It is cute.
That's really
You
fun.
did you have kindergarten last year? Yeah. Charlotte graduated. Yeah, she
Oh,
was
that's
one of our
fun.
little kindergarten grads. So it's so cute to see the little girls dressed all up in their pretty dresses, and the boys. We had a couple that were in little like
Aw.
ties and vests and things. It's really cute. So
Fun.
yeah, we just have a lot of fun with it. Just, you know, it's simple, but it's fun.
That's
Treats and that kind of thing. So
treats.
yeah. So yeah, yearbooks are ready for purchase. And the cool thing is too, if you miss out on purchasing one year, you can go back and you can pick like what year you want to purchase. So you can go back and buy past years also and customize them and everything. The current year one that we're on will be sent to our office along with our whole office purchase. And then there's free shipping. There's no shipping charge for you. If you purchase a prior year one individually, then it'll ship it to your house, and there'll be a small shipping charge. I think it's less than $5 for that. So, and you can pick hardcover or soft cover, which affects the price, and you know, customize as many pages as you want with that. So it's a really cool system. I like Tree Ring a lot. It's been really a good one for us. Read with Raven, monthly book orders will start in August. I got a little bit of a late start getting the forms updated for it for everybody to start tracking their stuff. I'd been hoping to have that finished last week when I got the approval for us to keep doing the program. But then I got distracted updating the links and things on the document. So I will try to have that done before Friday so it can go out with our Friday email too. And so the kids can track their reading, and they earn points for reading at least 20 minutes a day, and then they can redeem that for those points for books during our monthly book orders. Last year I had very few kids who submitted orders throughout the school year, and I got like $800 worth of orders in April on our last month.
Whoa.
Everybody turned in all of their pages, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be a big one.
Wow.
So it's really cool the way that we have it set up. So each line on the little tracking sheet adds up to $1. So a page, when they fill up a whole page, which is basically enough for, there's like 60 spots on it, you know, enough for 2 months, they can earn $12 every 2 months for books. And then they redeem that with our Scholastic book orders.
Okay.
And some people have a little bit of a problem with Scholastic, and like, I'm not, you know, really keen on some of the books that they have and stuff, but they've got tons of stuff other than books too. They've got like fidgety stuff, they've got squishy things, they've got pens and pencils, they've got fun other like activity books. So, you know, there's a lot of options for the kids to pick from. It doesn't have to just be, you know, specifically a reading one, but they've got graphic novels, they've got all sorts of extra stuff.
So many books in there.
They have so much stuff. So I'll start sending out monthly book order flyers starting in August for that. So kids can redeem them as often as they, build stuff up and want to, but a lot of them like saving it up to get some of those bigger collections. Like they'll get a whole, chunk of stuff at once. So it's totally up to you which way you want to redeem it. And I'll try and, like I said, have that out by Friday. For future meetings, our next regular monthly PAC meeting will be August 20th, following our, is this the third Wednesday of the month? Something like that, I think is what it is. Is that the third? Yeah. And then our next Raven-wide one with Kim will be on August 27th, so that'll be the following week. So we'll have updates for you there, everything that has changed between now and then. Hopefully not too many more big changes. Yeah, and we just love having families participate and join in the fun, getting involved. Speaking of getting involved, I have something fun for everybody who came today. Not just kids can have fidget spinners. I made 3D printed best teacher ever and #1 teacher. So you each can pick a fidget spinner to take home with you.
That's so
A
funny.
teacher fidget spinner.
That's so funny.
Because I love making and sharing fun 3D print stuff. So I'm just a little bit weird like that. Yesterday I was like, what can I 3D print for the parents? And I was looking through all these different ideas and stuff, like bookmarking different things. I found a really cute Christmas ornament that I'm totally gonna do in December for you. I found some other fun stuff too, but when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this would be so perfect for this month. Fidget spinners over the summer, having fun there, I don't know, I'm random.
I love it. It's so fun.
All right, let's see.
Holly, Sean
Yes.
is at a 3D printing camp this week. I think he's
Really?
JEDC is doing that, and so he signed up because he was very excited about the idea. So I've been thinking about you. Now you
That is so
might
cool.
have someone thinking
He's
about
gonna need to come and visit me at the office and tell me all about what he learned.
it.
Yeah. Okay, I've got 5 of us on here, it looks like. Rachel, Amy, Brandon, Melanie, and Jeannie. Is that everybody? I'm not missing anybody. Let me see if anybody has made any comments on our broadcast to see if anybody's watching on Facebook Live as we speak. Doesn't look like it. If there's anybody watching at the moment, I can't see like who's watching. So if you're watching right now and you want to be included in our spinny wheel, put your name in the comments like right now. Although I know it takes like a 30-second delay or whatever. So we'll see if anybody else puts anything there. Well, it shows there's only one eyeball on it, which is probably me. So I don't think anybody else is watching at the moment. So, all right, let's share my screen again. I finally got to the store yesterday. I did a little walkabout because I was in limbo of not knowing what I was supposed to be doing for work with the whole Bright Waste Energy thing. So I was like, it's a nice day, I'm taking a walk. So I walked over to Subway and bought gift cards. I walked to Flying Squirrel and bought gift cards. I walked to Froyo and bought gift cards. And then I went to Office Max for some supplies. So I have gift card options. So it was pretty fun. Chatting with all the people when I was going and doing it, and I was wearing a crazy bright sunflower dress too. So, it was a good day for it. All right, let's see. If I do, no, I forgot to do the little thing, didn't I? Can I check this box and see? Nope. Okay, stop share for a second. I forgot to click one of the buttons. I need to say this one. There we go. I forgot that little, whoops, that's the wrong box again, but hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, there we go. So I think we'll be able to hear the sound when it goes click, 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 click. We'll see if it works. All right, ready to spin. Nope, we can't hear it. I thought I checked the box right. Maybe it's because I have my sound off.
Yay!
Melody's our winner for the month! What gift card would you like? This one's Froyo, this one's Flying Squirrel, this one's Subway. Froyo! Hooray! Good job, Melanie. We're thankful that you have come and are attending. And oh, we didn't mention Lego League at all.
No.
I didn't, cause I
You
hadn't,
didn't write it
I
down.
hadn't written it down. Cause I didn't know if I was gonna get a chance to talk to you. I made the agenda up last week. So really fast,
I wasn't
Lego
sure if
League.
you wanted to do it or not.
Lego League is totally on the docket for this year.
Oh my
Melanie
goodness,
is
thrilled.
excited about running it and heading it up. We're talking about scheduling and stuff, so we just put it on the calendar. That was one of the things we were talking about that made us get in here late. So we were talking about Tuesdays
I think so, yeah.
from 12:30 to 2:30. So it'll be after lunch, a chunk of 2 hours, so that way the kids can work on their projects and do all that kind of stuff. And our thought is to start at September 9th. So that way we've got a little bit of time to get kids to sign up and to get the stuff ordered and in time for the first one. And trying it out for a week or two and seeing if that schedule works and then adjusting if needed. We don't know, every year it's different with the kids that are signed up, whether 2 hours is too much and they can't handle it, or whether it works well.
I'm willing to be flexible. I'm not like,
Yeah, so that's our initial plan that we've got laid out, starting
if it's not
weekly,
completely
right?
working,
weekly.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
if
that
it's
would-
not completely working, we
My
can
boys would
change
be
it up,
thrilled.
so,
Yeah, and we can go and it'll be like September through December, cause at the beginning of December is when the competition usually is. So I'll work on the behind the scenes stuff for getting the stuff set up so we can, and getting the flyer out for people to sign up and be interested in such and have that as our starting plan there.
And what's the ages on that, Holly?
I'm pretty sure it's 3rd through 8th grade,
Okay.
but I'll verify for certain. I'm pretty
think
sure
that's
it's 3rd through 8th.
Yeah, that
It
sounds
might be
about
4th.
right.
It might be,
That's
I think it's 4th.
I can't remember.
Because
That's
Sean
a
did
good
it
one.
when
I
he
think
was in
it's
3rd
fourth.
grade.
What was that, Amy?
Sean did it when he was in 3rd grade, but it was kind of a stretch because there was a couple of like 2 or 3 3rd graders in there, but the older kids were pretty much running it. So
Right.
I don't know if they still do that, but yeah, he was in 3rd grade.
Yeah, they do have a younger kids program also that's a little different, that's like the junior Lego League. So if we have anybody interested in running that, they usually just do 1 hour once a week. Cause they don't have quite as much as the older kids do with all the programming and that kind of stuff. So if anybody's interested in running the younger kids one, let us know, get in touch, whatever. But we're really excited about Melanie jumping in and helping us to get Lego League off the ground again, because we didn't have a team last year. We did the year before, but again, it was parent run and stuff. So I can show you our table and all that kind of stuff too. So yeah, sorry I had forgotten to write that down because I hadn't had it on the agenda there. So really great stuff coming up. Super excited about this school year. It's just gonna be awesome. Best one yet. All right, anything from anybody else for the greater good? As our principal who was here when I first started used to say. All right. Thank you all for joining. We will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.